Hello, welcome back to Quick Bible Prophecy. I just finished reading and summarizing Revelation chapter 13, and I just wanted to conclude with a word about Antichrist. Antichrist isn't even mentioned in Revelation. John does mention the word 4 times in his letters. It's usually just a general term to refer to as anyone against Christ. It could be anyone. It could be other religions or someone acting anti-Christ. The worldly concept of Antichrist is in Revelation, vaguely though, but the spirit is there of Antichrist. Basically, as we have this one world technology called the Internet that will gather people under one language, so to speak, and tie everyone in there together into one big brain, you could argue that that could be the Antichrist. The one world monetary system's not in place yet. It's not going to be in place in 2012. That whole end of the world stuff, don't buy into that. We've got a ways to go for that. Okay, as far as even integrating humans, have this Time magazine, they're saying 2045. Give or take a little bit based on the way technology is advancing. That's the goal. And as Jesus said, you will see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place. Now remember, going back to the beginning of the Old Testament, the holy place was the temple that God had Moses build, and it had an inner place, the holy place. When you see the abomination standing there, remember your body, your brain, your soul is the temple of God. So when you see the electronics infused in there, kind of pack your goods and, head to the hills. That is going to be a rough time for Christians and all who do not take the mark of the beast. However, the Great Tribulation will start after that, as Jesus stated that, there will be a great tribulation where if God did not shorten those days, that there would then none of the elect would survive. I'm paraphrasing here. I think that there's going to be some kind of nuclear catastrophe that's going to totally blast the grid out, the whole network that has this whole monetary system on there. It's going to blast it all out, and God's people will survive. My book, Until the Time of the End, I think the best thing that it does is correlate the book of Daniel with Revelation. Because Revelation 13 only has, that one chapter on all this. The book of Daniel really spreads the whole thing out through the whole book. The fourth beast in Daniel is actually with iron teeth, tears apart the whole world. That's the internet or the computer. That just tears everything apart, okay? Christianity, the Bible, just everything. Try competing now that everyone has the internet just with your everyday business. Everything's different now. Computers, the internet, you won't separate the two in the years to come. They'll all be, considered one. You have a computer, doesn't have an internet. Yeah, they had those back in the, the early 2000s, but not now, right? But as far as Antichrist goes, bringing the whole world together with one global network, there you go. Okay, that's how everyone becomes of one mind with that. Even Christians, instead of going to God for answers, you go to Google. That's your new God. That's the world God, or whoever is going to provide you with your answers. Okay, I've done it myself. Remember the Tower of Babel? God said, hey, look, indeed, the people are one, and they have one language, and this is what they begin to do. Now, nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. This is the Tower of Babel, people building a tower to the heavens back in the early Old Testament, and God said, let us come down there, confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. But we are of one mind, all of one language, all of one global resource. So that's my thought on that. Hope you've got something out of these the verses. I really just summarized everything. It's up to you or someone else. You expand on that a little bit, but I hope it's brought something to you. And we'll be discussing more here on Quick Bible Prophecies. Until then, God bless.